Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas, and welcome to what is not only going to be the final episode here at Big Mountain, but also episode 100 of this Let's Play. So that's pretty amazing, 100 episodes already. As a matter of fact, there are not a lot of Let's Plays on my channel that ever surpassed 100 episodes. I think maybe 3 of them. I know that the first one did, Dragon Age Origins, and Dragon Age Inquisition did, and The Witcher 3 did as well, I'm pretty sure. And that's probably about it. So only 3 Let's Plays that lasted that long. I think Mass Effect Andromeda came very close, but stopped short just a few episodes of 100. It would have surpassed it if it ever got a DLC, but, well, it didn't. So yeah, episode 100, and you may wonder, why am I in this particular place? This is not really the right place to celebrate such an occasion. Well, I still have to wrap up one more thing here at the Big Empty. I've already been doing some stuff before starting this episode. I went back to the bomb site because I wanted to check if my test firing did anything at the bomb site. And I guess it did. It was kind of hard to tell because everything was destroyed before already. But there was some smoke coming from the bomb site, which I think wasn't there before. And I did find like a box with the one of these halo thingies and a recipe for a gun skill book. Now I may just have missed that before when I was there for the first time, or maybe that one was uncovered by my test firing. Either way, I don't really need any of it. I'm not really in need of any more halos, and my gun skills are maxed out already, so no use for that recipe either. But I went back to check just to make sure. However, there's one more thing, and I totally forgot about that, so thanks for the person who pointed it out in the comments of the last video. We have the mysterious cave. I've been here before, it was already uncovered on my map, but I was just busy doing other stuff when I came here the last time, so I didn't actually go inside. So, I guess we're going to remedy that now. And I believe, yes, the entrance is down here. So, let's check out that mysterious cave. Alright. Looks very mysterious already. Some empty whiskey bottles and more mutated fungi. I think I just saw an enemy on my radar. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Guess I'm going to pick up the fungi, even though I don't think I'm going to go back for that brewery or still, because I don't think it's actually going to produce anything I really need. But sure, let's see what kind of enemy we got here. And I guess I'm going to use this tunnel first. Oh, what? It's a bloat fly. Huh. I haven't seen any of these so far in this place. They're not really much of a threat. Okay. Well, let's move on. Going further down. And now we have like huge open space here. Oh, what the hell? What was that? It's a legendary bloat fly. Okay. What's so legendary about it? I mean, it's very big and it's very glowy. Okay. You know what? I think this is just the right occasion to test my new sniper rifle. Pretty long-range enemy here. It's kind of hidden behind these stalactites, though. Can I like... Oh, there's another bloat fly, but I kind of want to attack the big one. Let's see. Where is it? Not sure if I can shoot it through these stalactites, though. Guess I will just give it a try. Did I actually hit it? It's really hard to tell. Guess I gotta go a little bit closer. Well, I think I hit it now. I didn't do a lot of damage, though. But okay, let's try it again. Yeah, I'm not really doing a lot of damage in general here, I think. Sure. This must be one tough bloat fly, but it's doing some damage, so if I just shoot it enough, then I'm sure I will eventually kill it. Right, let's use another. That's. Yeah, look at how little damage this is actually doing. But okay, I have enough ammo. I have enough ammo for this gun. So I think I'll be fine. I think I'll just keep going for the body because it has the biggest chances. And apparently I'm so far away from the bloat fly that it doesn't actually notice that I'm here. Which I don't mind. This is making my life significantly easier. So I think I like this new sniper rifle already. Because it lets me stay hidden and safe. Alright. And let's target the body again. It is very huge and very glowy. How did this happen? Alright. 2 more shots will hopefully finish it off. Well, I'm actually hitting properly. But this should be the last shot. Yep, there we go. Woo! What in the world? I can see another bloat fly, but I think that's a normal one. Right. But sure, let's have a look at the remains. Goo pile. That's a lot of bloat fly meat. And apparently it's full of drugs. I guess that might explain why it's so big. Is the bloat fly meat good for anything at all? It gives you HP and radiation. I think I can do without it. Okay, but I gotta deal with this bloat fly as well. How did you miss that? It's a pretty high chance. Okay, but now we got it detected. Who detected me? Oh, there's another one. All right, there's another one. But they're just normal-sized bloat flies. They are not legendary. They are not legendary. Okay, I guess that's all. Although this place seems to be a little bit more extensive. Yeah, I'm going to look around a while and see if we can find anything of interest, you know, other than fungi. I still have to go back and check that other tunnel too. It also looks like I might be able to go up here. Yeah, I'm going to look around a while, and I guess I'll bring you back whenever I find something. I'm going to assume there's not a second legendary bloat fly. It wouldn't be very legendary if there's more of them, right? Alright, I made it up here. I basically had to go through the other tunnel and it brought me up here. Not sure if... Well, hang on a second. There actually might be something over here. Well, another bloat fly, but I see some kind of room. Alright. So, what exactly is going on here? Scientist scraps. Don't really need it. I mean, it has some value, but not that much. Plus, I actually got all of the money from the sink shop. It doesn't have any money anymore, so I can't sell it any stuff. No use in trying to collect any valuables here. I mean, I can take them home to the Mojave and sell them there, but I don't really need to. Sure, take them, why not? Okay, but the rest doesn't seem interesting. A scientist glove. So obviously some kind of scientist used to be here. Well, I guess that is some useful stuff. And I guess I can make some... Oh, I can't. This is not a chemical set I can use to make stim packs. What a pity. And these crates are not actually crates. This whole place is kinda underwhelming. Chemical set that I can't use, crate that I can't open. Nope. Nothing really interesting in here. Well, in that case, I'm just going to move on. Now it looks like this is the end of it. So I will just go back outside, and yeah, I guess that's going to be my last deed here at Big Empty. Killing a legendary bloatfly. I mean, that is a nice end to our adventure here, right? So yeah, let me quickly find my way out of here. That might be a little bit difficult. Alright, here we go. I found the exit, and it's night now, but I think I should be safe. By the way, I have encountered relatively few enemies on my way here, or when I went to the bomb site, so I think my theory that fast traveling is facilitating the speed of respawning might hold some water, because usually I would meet a lot more enemies than that. But yeah, I now have to decide how I wanna go back. I mean, I have to use the transporter ponder. The question is, where exactly is it going to put me? I have a lot of loot back at the sink that I want to take with me to the Mojave. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's more than I can take at once, so I have to travel back and forth a few times probably. So I think what I'm going to do is I will use the transporter ponder now, just to see where exactly it's going to put me. I'm going to assume it's going to put me where we started the DLC, that drive-in cinema. And then I have to travel back to the Lucky 38 to drop off some stuff. So yeah, let's give it a try. One last look at the Big Empty, and off we go. Now that was kind of anticlimactic. And yeah, it's going to put me here. I kind of expected that to happen. Right, so here's what I'm going to do. I will travel back and forth between the Big Empty and the Lucky 38 a few times until I have, you know, carried over all the stuff that I want to bring with me. And then I will sort my stuff and sell some stuff and, you know, all the stuff that I have to do now that I'm back in the Mojave. And I will bring you back once I'm done with that and I'm actually ready to continue my adventures here in the Mojave. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a second. Alright, I am back in the Lucky 38, and I made 2 more trips back to Big Mountain to pick up all of my gear and loot that I had stored in the sink. And obviously, the first thing that I did was to add a few souvenirs to my collection. As a matter of fact, quite a few, because I picked up a number of interesting and unique items that I don't really need to use for myself, so maybe I'm going to quickly show you what I chose to add to my collection. And I think the most quintessential and most symbolic souvenir that I found is this over here. The Big Book of Science. I mean, I don't need the book for myself because my science is maxed out already and it's actually not very valuable. So I may as well put it here as a souvenir. And I mean, it just looks great. It's really a big book of science. I just love the way how it looks like. But in addition to that, I have chosen a number of other souvenirs. We have the antenna, which was a quest item. Some of the technologies that I had to collect for the think tank. It's a weapon apparently, and a pretty valuable one, but I'm not going to use it, and you know, it looks pretty neat. Same for the protonic inversor legs. I mean, it's not that unique because it occurred quite a bit in Big Mountain, but it just looks cool, so I put one of them on here as well. And, right, I have 1 bottle of Battle Brew. And then I have the Hazmat Dark Light Cowl. Now this one actually has some use because it has like night vision. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to use the night vision all that often. So I'm just going to put it here as well. Because again, it looks pretty cool. Yes, and I put also my Atomic Valence Tree Radio Oscillator here. Because I don't really think I need it in the normal game. I mean, it gives you endurance 1 point, which is nice, but I think as far as the health regeneration goes, I'm not really going to need it. So I'm going to put it here, because again, it looks nice. And I have all the other halos, the normal halos, if I really want to, you know, increase my endurance. And finally, we have 2 gloves. We have Dr. Klein's glove, which actually has Dr. K written on the side. And we have Dr. Mobius' glove. So the 2 major doctors of Big Mountain are united on my little souvenir table here. And I think that's all of it. Everything else is just stuff that I picked up before. And as you can see, it's starting to get really full here. So at some point I may have to start putting my souvenirs on the table here, because I'm kind of running out of space for even more souvenirs. But yeah, now that we are back in the Mojave, I guess we need to find out what we want to do. I mean, obviously we do have a number of quests that are open. But I think I'm just going to ease into it by just doing some random explorations at first. As a matter of fact, that's going to be a little bit easier since I have the Explorer perk now. And I think I got it while I was at Big Mountain, so this is the first time I'm actually seeing the map with all the landmarks added. So I think what I'm going to do, I will pick up a new companion. Not one of my guys that are roaming the Lucky 38 here, but we're going to pick up one of those that haven't been in my team yet. Now where exactly was it? It's kind of hard to find the places now because there's so many landmarks. Right, Black Mountain, the ghoul. The ghoul, what was his name? Raul? Has been waiting for me for quite some time, so I think I'm going to go back to Black Mountain and I'm going to recruit Raul to my party, and then we will just explore this general area a little bit. There's one place in particular that I would like to go to, and again it's kind of hard to find now. It was one of the landmarks that already was on my map, even though I haven't been there yet. Right, Red Rock Canyon. that landmark already was on my map, and I think that's where the Great Khans are living, and that is a faction that I haven't really interacted with a lot, not anymore since Boulder City. I mean, I'm already accepted because of what I did at Boulder City, but I think I would like to, go there and, talk to the Great Khans and see what they're up to, I suppose. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm going to do, and I guess I will just leave the Lucky 38 and then I will fast travel to Black Mountain so I can pick up a new companion. I think I'm already all prepared in terms of my weapons and ammo. I mean, I have a lot of pretty neat weapons now. As a matter of fact, I'm probably not really in need of that many weapons. But yeah, let's go to Black Mountain. And I hope he's still here waiting for us. Alright, here we are, and yeah, I totally forgot that there's radiation here. Let's quickly try to reach the other side of this, where there's no radiation, I believe. It's actually quite a lot of radiation. +2, +3. But as far as I remember, he's somewhere in one of the buildings over here. Oh, the ghoul's still here. Can I talk to you again?
There's nothing here for you, human.
Alright.
Though it is always good to see you.
In that case, never mind. Let's just move on. Okay, where exactly was he? May have been this building over here. Storage building. No, it was like the prison, right? He's in the prison. I mean, he's not a prisoner anymore, but he's still sitting here and waiting for me. Alright, Raul. Wanna travel with me now?
Oh, it's you. You need something repaired or something?
No, I want you to come with me.
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Raul has given you the regular maintenance perk. Okay. I guess this is going to help me to repair stuff. Not that I really need it. Okay, let's go outside and I will see if I can actually talk to him. Alright, let's see.
Not to worry, boss. I'm sure killing the boss of one of the families will in no way lead to savage, bloody reprisals against you and your loved ones.
That is a rather random thing to say. Can you repair some of my stuff? I don't really need any repairs. I have some questions I'd like to ask you. Yeah, let's see if I still have some. I mean, I did talk to him a little bit when we met him for the first time, but there might be more questions now.
Questions, boss? You mean you don't know everything there is to know already?
I don't think so. Can you tell me anything about Mr. House? Yes, please.
Just how old do you think I am, boss? Because I can pretty much guarantee I'm older than that. Let me tell you a story from before the Great War.
All right.
Everybody knew Robert House. He was a genius, a superstar. Founded Ravco at 22. Dated Hollywood starlets, the works. They say he saved Las Vegas. I was in Mexico City when the bombs dropped. Even from there, we could see House's defensive rockets shooting down the incoming missiles. Everybody assumed he died in the war. Maybe he did. But his robots are still out there roaming the waste. And now, a Mr. House rules New Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see. He certainly managed to survive somehow. You can't seriously think they're the same, Mr. House. I don't know. Maybe technology can do stuff, I guess.
Maybe not. Maybe the new guy is just a clever raider chief with knowledge of history. Maybe he just left instructions for his robots to carry out in his name. Or maybe Robert House uploaded his brain pattern into a computer and rules to this day a godless, soulless machine god.
That
Maybe the whole
actually
thing's
seems
a
kind of
crazy
likely.
coincidence. Who knows?
Of course, I wouldn't completely rule out the fact that it's an imposter, but it's probably, he put his brain into one of his robot contraptions. Maybe there's a connection. Can you remember anything else about Robert House? Yeah, sure, tell me.
I remember there were some weird stories about him, especially near the end. There was a tell-all in El Periódico de las Arboridas by a starlet House dated. She said they never, don't make me spell it out, boss.
Okay.
Anyway, she said all he wanted to do was scan her brain and make her dress up in different outfits.
That's rather weird. I'm not sure if I would call it sickening. I would call it weird, though. But let's pick that option anyway.
It was quite the scandal, at least in the Latin American tabloid journalism market.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
You're a veritable geyser of curiosity, boss.
Indeed, that is one of my major personality traits, being nosy. Do you know anything about a goon named Benny who wears a checkered coat, carries a big pistol? Not that it matters anymore because Benny's dead. He's probably still lying around in the casino suite where we killed him.
Benny, huh? Sorry, boss. Doesn't ring a bell. Then again, my brain isn't as sharp as it used to be.
It's okay. It doesn't really matter anymore.
Anything to hold your attention, boss.
I guess I have more questions?
Questions, boss? You mean you don't know it?
What's your take on the NCR? And I can ask about Caesar's Legion as well. Okay, let's hear it.
They're all right, I suppose. Had a bit of tough going there at the beginning. You know their first town was nearly wiped out by raiders. Anyway, they got their good points and their bad. Just like a lot of the old governments from before the war.
Alright, that seems like a pretty fair assessment. And
You're a veritable guy.
what do you think about Caesar's Legion?
I don't really have a problem with them. People around here tend to see them as invading marauders planning to burn and pillage the countryside. But I've been to Arizona, boss. Before the Legion, it was a nasty place. So thick with raiders you couldn't trade with a town 2 miles up the road. Caesar's laws aren't nice, and their actions aren't always pretty. But then neither am I. But you keep me around.
Well, I don't know. As long as you're not trying to enslave me, I think I have no problem with the way you look. Although I do find it interesting that pretty much all the people who said something positive about Caesar's Legion are people who don't actually live under Caesar. They're like traders who go into their territory, trade their stuff, and then they come back. And they always say, oh yeah, it's so nice there because they have all these laws and security is so great. But, it's very easy to praise a dictatorship if you don't actually have to live in that dictatorship and are actually subject to these laws. And I think all these traders that, make a profit of trading with the Caesar's Legion might find a rude awakening if Caesar is actually going to take over the Mojave. Because I'm not sure if Caesar has any use for, private trading companies. I mean, he has a huge army. He has a literal army of slaves. I don't think he will have people just, trading for private and personal gain and for just personal profits. So, they can make a profit of the Legion because, at the moment, Caesar's Legion does need them and, the goods that they trade. But once they take over the Mojave, I think these trading companies will not really serve a purpose for him anymore because his army and his slaves can just do all the trading and he doesn't have to share the profits with anyone, right? Let's talk about something else. I think there was one more question.
You're a veritable geyser.
Tell me about New Vegas.
It's big, it's bright, and it's one of the biggest cities still left from before the war. Well, mostly anyway. Used to be just a curiosity. The buildings were pre-war. But it's just as full of raiders and barbarian tribes as any place else. Then Mr. House took over. Got the power turned back on. And got the tribes reformed into something civilized.
More or less, I guess.
Now they run his casinos for him.
I mean, the White Glove Society, they were still on the verge of falling back into cannibalism. Also, I think I just realized that he has like a little mustache. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess that's all the questions.
Sure,
Have I
boss.
any more
What do you want to know?
options in this dialogue tree? What can I make the best use of your skills?
I'm not much use besides being a portable encyclopedia, really. I guess you could use me as a pack Brahmin. But my knees aren't so good anymore.
Well, I may want to make use of that anyway.
I'm an open book, boss.
Let's see what
Granted,
else I
the
can
book's in
ask.
Spanish and some of the pages have fallen out. But
Yeah, he has told me that already. I have asked most of these already when I talked to him for the first time. What's Petro Chico? Apparently I haven't asked this one yet.
you never heard of Petro Chico? Un amigo de Poseidon Energy. Of course not. They were an oil company in Mexico back before the war.
Okay, well, that's straightforward enough. I think that's pretty much
Anything at all.
all I can ask now. Who are you? Well, I'm pretty sure I asked that already. But it's not marked off, so I don't know. Let's ask it again.
You forget about me already, boss? You sure you didn't take a blow to the head or something?
It's been a
My
long
name is
time,
Raul
okay?
Alfonso Tejada.
I spent like 20 episodes alone roaming big mountains, so I kind of forgot a few things.
Boss, usually when somebody gives you a name and nothing else, it's because that's all they want to give you.
Alright, fair enough. In that case, I suppose I'm not going to ask anything else.
Anything you say, boss.
Alright. Anyway, Raul, let's move out. And where do we want to start our explorations? I mean, my eventual goal is going to be Red Rock Canyon. So maybe I'm going to travel to Poseidon gas station. We just talked about that, right? And it's kind of hard to tell how to get to Red Rock Canyon, but I'm guessing that maybe this road over here is the way to go. So yeah, let's travel all the way over here. And we may have to... Oh, apparently the dogs have respawned. That's interesting. But I'm just going to ignore them, I guess. I mean, the territory here used to be full of fiends. I'm not sure if there's any fiends that have respawned too. But I guess I'm going to put my marker on this one so I know in which direction I have to go. Okay, it's basically through here. Alright, Raul, let's go. And let's stay away from the radiation. I think I can already see something on top of the hill. Although that could just be a glitch in the graphics, I guess. Nah, I think it's some kind of structure. Isn't it nice to be back in the Mojave? It's so much more peaceful here. I didn't expect me to say something like that, but compared to Big Mountain, this place is actually nice and quiet. Oh, we have something over here. Some kind of gecko, I think. Alright. A young fire gecko. Well, let's take care of it while we can. Alright. That's easy enough. Yeah, there is like a landmark here, but it doesn't show up on my map yet. Oh, what in the world is going on over here? Is this a landmark? Let's have a look at it. Can I go up here? Interesting. Very interesting. They look like some tribal markers. It's kind of hard to tell what exactly they're supposed to be. You know, marking territory. Remind me a little bit of the stuff that the Whitelegs put up. Just slightly more elaborate. At least it doesn't look like these used to be humans. I mean, there's like a human skull, but the rest seems to be just various animal materials. Then again, I guess these bones could be human too. It's kind of weird one way or the other. Anyway, I want to make that one landmark show up on my map. So where exactly is it? It's gotta be somewhere around here. Well, supposedly it's right here, but it's not really showing up. It's kind of strange. Ooh. There we go. Chance's map. Honestly, I don't think I would have found this spot if I hadn't gotten that Explorer perk. So, it's a map, right? Chance's map, it says. Huh. Well, I guess these are supposed to be roads. But what are all the items supposed to be? I mean, what place is the tin can? What place is the dynamite? I'm not sure if that is really of any help for me. By the way, I actually do have a shovel now. I bought a shovel from the Things shop, so if I ever encounter any graves now, I can actually open them. Because that's something I always wanted to do, dig up graves, right? But okay, I guess we're going to follow the road, and there has got to be some kind of junction soon. I guess it's this place.
Time for more fighting.
Oh, well, I like having a companion again who can take care of all these annoying low-level enemies for me. Red Rock Canyon, Southwest Commonwealth Conservation Area. Alright. I guess that's where we have to go. And I hope it's going to lead to Red Rock Canyon, the place. And maybe I'm going to make it before the sun sets. Alright, looks like this is the end of the road. So I'm probably supposed to just go through the open area over here. I mean, I can see some stuff over here, and it certainly looks like a red canyon. It looks definitely different than the rest of the mountains here. Looks more like Zion Valley. Alright, I think I'm on the right track here. Ammunition box. Huh. And, I mean, this looks like tents. And we have more of these totems or whatever they are. And I can see a number of friendly NPCs. Alright, I think we're in Great Khan territory now. So, let's look around a little bit. Can I get up here? Okay. They have some nice little tents that kind of look like, you know, the kind of yurts that Mongols built. So at least they're living up to their name, I suppose. Can't get inside though. And yeah, they're just spread all over the camp apparently. So let's see if we can talk to any of these people.
Hey, welcome to Red Rock Canyon. Since you've done so much for the Great Khans, Papa Khan told me to let you know you can buy weapons at our armory.
Oh, that's great.
You can find it in the basement of the burned-out old building, at the mouth of the canyon.
I haven't really done much for them. The only thing I did was I negotiated with the NCR at Boulder City so that the Great Khans were allowed to leave. But apparently that's enough. And I'll take it. I prefer, you know, friendly relationships if I can. Okay, so my quest just updated. Let's have a look at that. Optional, return to the Yes-Man and tell him that you plan to ignore the Great Khans. Tell Yes-Man... Oh, right, this is the quest for the Yes-Man. But I don't really want to do this now, so let's just continue and let's find Papa Khan? Is that the name that he mentioned? Are you pointing your finger at me? Don't point your naked finger at close people. What are you doing?
Fuck Benny. We'll make him pay for stabbing us in the back.
Don't worry about that. I have already taken care of that. I kind of like the outfits though. Yeah, some kind of rocker inspired or motorcycle gang inspired outfits. I don't know. I kind of like them. Apparently, they just like to point at things. That's weird. Oh, this guy has a name.
I'm getting real tired of talking.
I haven't even talked to you yet. I want some... Well, maybe I have. maybe we have spoken before because apparently
Yeah?
I spoke to him before. What can I tell? I mean, I may have met this guy at Boulder City. That's the only thing that I can think of. I must have met him at Boulder City. All right.
Fine. Yeah, go on.
But that was so long ago. How am I supposed to remember that?
Papa
And
says
why
cut off your
are
head
these
and
guys
the snake
pointing
will
at stuff
die.
all the time?
I guess the chairman's days are numbered.
That is so weird.
Silver what?
Anyway, let's see if there's anyone else that has a name, but they're all just normal NPCs.
How do you spell gesticulate? 1, 2, 3.
Just read the
Damn it, too many
subtitles.
syllables.
Just read the
I wonder if
subtitles.
anything rhymes with Cazador. There
Jerry
once
the
was
Punk.
a man of stout heart. Heart. What rhymes with heart? Yeah? What do you want?
Are you a poet? Can you tell me about the Great Khans? Yes, please do so.
I can tell you they're a bunch of big dumb jerks with no appreciation for art. I mean, can you believe their initiation?
No? It sounds like you're not happy being a Great Khan. Maybe you'd be happier someplace else. That seems like a logical assumption.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I can find my true calling, someplace they'll appreciate my poetry. Someplace like the old Mormon fort, maybe. Do you think the followers of the apocalypse would take me? I remember all those books they brought us when they visited our tribe.
I think they take pretty much everyone. I could ask them for you. Yes, I could. I have some acquaintances that are in the followers of the apocalypse.
You'd do that? Thanks! I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The Khans wouldn't take me back, and then I'd have nobody.
Alright, seems fair. So what exactly are you doing? Apparently you are trying to write poetry.
Nothing really. Just trying to psych myself up to try my initiation. Again.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like you were writing poetry.
Oh, you heard that, huh? Okay, so, yeah, I was writing poetry. I know, it's not a very great con-like thing to do. The followers of the apocalypse came to our camp when I was a kid, and they brought a bunch of old books. I used to read pre-war poetry for hours.
Okay, so you're a sensitive artist and you're stuck with these people and they don't appreciate you. So why isn't poetry great con-like?
Have you seen this tribe? If it's not an epic drunken ballad of cracking skulls and hearing lamentations, they think it's a waste of time.
You don't sound too eager for your initiation. Yeah, that's probably the reason, huh?
Yeah, well, I guess maybe I'm not. But what else can I do?
Okay, do I have any other questions?
Sure, okay.
I'd like to hear some of your poetry. Right, why not? Show me.
You would? Really? Okay, well then, here goes. This is a poem I wrote about the dark loneliness that suffuses my soul.
You're a bit of an emo,
Rain
huh?
clouds wrap my heart in sorrow black as silk. My empty scream does not echo. Even though we're in a canyon, my soul aches. But not as much as my limbs. Because I've been beaten severely. That's it. What do you think?
Well, it doesn't rhyme. But I mean, not all kinds of poetry has to rhyme. That really was something. I mean, that statement is not wrong. It was something.
You liked it? Wow, you're the first one who ever did.
I kind of want to encourage the poor guy. I mean, he obviously has it pretty hard here.
I can tell you there are a bunch...
Anyway, apparently that's all the question that I can ask.
Sure, okay.
So I guess I'll just leave you be and maybe I will come back once I've talked to the followers for you.
Later.
Alright, Jerry.
Indulgent. Rhymes with indulgent. It felt... No, that's terrible.
Yeah, I guess
There once
what
was
you
a
need
man
is
of
like
stout
a
heart.
rhyme book, you know, a book
Heart.
that tells
Heart.
you
What rhymes
all
with
the
heart?
words that rhyme with other
Maybe I should
words.
write something about how much the great cons suck. I wonder
Maybe
if
you
anything
should.
rhymes with Cazador. 1, 2, 3... Damn it, too many syllables. How do you spell gesticulate? Silver...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that his poetry didn't really follow any rhyming or any syllable structure either, so it was very prose-like poetry.
Indulgent.
Anyway, I guess I'm going to end the episode here before I actually enter the camp and try to talk to their leader. So yeah, we are going to continue our adventures in the Mojave in the next episode. So as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next
Once was a
time.
man of stout heart.